happening? Hello. We're coming on today to talk about grants. This is a major announcement, a special video broadcast for all you entrepreneurs and small business owners out there, nonprofits. We are upon a major grant deadline. So I wanted to come on before that deadline hits so that I can present to you a challenge that I want to know if you're ready to take to get more money for your business, to secure a financial lifeline, for you to be able to pivot your business, scale your business, or whatever a goal you're trying to achieve for yourself, that you can do it and that you can get some of the billions of dollars that is currently available for you for the taking. And so there are several grants for which the deadline is tomorrow. Okay, this is June 29th, 2022. And there are many grants that have a deadline of tomorrow. And I want to make sure that you and I challenge ourselves, push ourselves to meet that deadline and get these grants applications in and completed. Now, as always, I will be sharing with you all resources to help you through the process. I know some of you are new. If you're new here to She Boss Talk, welcome. Hello. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, what your business is. But more than that, I want to know, are you ready to take action? Okay. Are you ready to take action on behalf of your business and go after some of these major opportunities that are coming for you to be able to get money for your business? And I said before, and I said again, that these pots are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like just the other day, I applied for a grant where the prize is up to $1 million. Now, there is another one where the prize is up to $1 million, but that is not the only one. So we want to make sure that you're getting connected to the grant opportunity so that you can go ahead and apply. We want to make sure that you are meeting the qualifications, meaning getting your business ready, well positioned to qualify for these grants that you want to go after. And again, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, what type of business, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, if you're a minority or not. There is an opportunity for you all out here. Just wanted to quickly give a few shout outs to our She Boss Tribe members on YouTube and Facebook. You all are in it. You're action takers. You're sharing your testimonials. We give a shout out to you for being part of the tribe because many of the grant opportunities that we share are going to be shared within the tribe going forward, because business owners have to have skin in the game. We have to know that you're willing and ready to invest in yourself, to take action in yourself, and not just sitting on the sidelines. Anybody can sit on the sidelines, but are you ready to get in the ring and do the work and go after everything that you deserve, right? Are you ready? Right? So we want those who are ready, because I'm ready. I've been ready. And there are more opportunities to come. And so there's no better time than to get ready right now if you are not already in position to get these grant opportunities. Shout out to Ebony Joyner. She's one of my peers. She's actually one of my neighbors. She is on a passion project managing urban gardens. I told you there's all kind of grants out here. An urban garden that she started in our community. This is where both of our family homes are, where we grew up as children. And she is taking action to make this a more, bring the community together, beautify the community. Is just an amazing thing. And she just got a grant from the Rotary Club here in Cleveland. So just want to give a shout out to her for all the amazing work that she's doing and congratulating her on that grant that she just received. That's just an example of what it is that we're all able to do. There's grants for basically everything under the sun. You don't even have to have a business to be able to get a grant. You can have a project, you can have an idea, you can have a solution to a problem that hasn't been solved yet, that needs to be solved, and they will give you money to be able to do it. So with that said, we're here for a challenge. So I'm not going to be on here long, but I will answer questions. Are you ready to take the challenge? If you're ready and you accept the challenge, let me know. So in the comments, just say accept. The challenge here is between now and tomorrow, June 30th, that you all will at minimum apply for, submit the button on at least 5 grants. 5 grants. There are many more than that, but 5. Can we do 5? Right? Can we make it a priority in our business to get at least 5 applications in? And the thing is that if you are positioned, these applications shouldn't take any more than 30 minutes. Most don't even take that. But I do encourage you all to take your time, making sure you're reading through all of the requirements of what makes you eligible, all of the instructions before you start the application process. Get everything you need together before you start the application, then it will go much smoother. But can we commit to 5 applications that we're going to submit by tomorrow's deadline? And so some of these grants, the deadline is not always 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So you really have to pay attention to when is the deadline. It could be 8 p.m., it could be 6 p.m., it could be noon. It depends on the grantor and what they stipulate, and whatever it is that they stipulate is on their website. Everything you need, all the resources and tools are in the show notes of this video. In the description, where you see the words, where you see the text, I will also drop it in the comments. So if you need our grant tracker, that's still available. Okay. You could go to that grant tracker list, right? If you need the cheat sheet, it's there. If you need our masterclass, it's there. Now, this past Wednesday, I just hosted in our membership group on Facebook a class, and I did a step-by-step walkthrough of a grant that is a $25,000 grant that I thought across the board, people I think it had a lot of the components that many of the grants have that they will ask for. And I still hear many people saying, oh, I'm just finding out about this. I didn't know they even asked for this. And I didn't know they asked for that. I didn't know that this was a document that I needed. I didn't know this, right? So I did a step-by-step walkthrough, not only of the application, I went through 3 must-have qualifiers in order for you to have a chance to win grants. Okay? 3 must-have qualifiers. And on top of that, I walked through my entire process on what I do, the process that I take when I learn about a grant to when I apply, and then I monitor to when I determine or find out that I'm either a winner or I was not selected. Right? Okay. So I take you through that entire process. So many of you all still need that, and many of you all miss the training. So I put it on demand. I know you all need it, so it is available. It is in the show notes of this video. Go get it, use it, because I dropped so many gems in there, and I could charge hundreds of dollars for it, but I'm not. It right now is $49.99. Get it while you can. If you're in our membership community in our tribe on Facebook, all you have to do is be in the community and you have access to the replay. But use whatever tools that you can. What you don't want to do is go into it blindly. And I will say this, and I said it in the training, and I say it in all of my trainings. Many of you all think there's some complex thing that you're not doing that is causing you to miss out on all the grants. You've been applying and applying and applying. You can't get one. If you can't get one, there is something wrong. And there are things that you think that are simple that can't be it, that I'm telling you as a grantor myself, that many of you all overlook. It can be as simple as not reading. It could be as simple as not listening and not following the instructions that have been given to you, and then you're out the running. It can be as simple as not meeting the eligibility requirements, right? This is not like a job interview where maybe you can have, some of the requirements, right? They tell you if it's optional, if it's preferred, or if it's required. But if any grantor say, if you are to be eligible for this grant, that you must meet, this requirement, this requirement, and this requirement, then you must meet it. It is not an option. So it is in your best interest to go apply for those for which you are eligible for. Don't even try, and you all keep doing it, right? I see it all the time with programs that we put out for you and that you're applying, knowing full well you do not qualify for it. I don't understand that. Put your energy to those opportunities that you qualify for right now, because that is the process of elimination that grantors go through. They're not, if they receive 5,000 grants, they're not looking at all 5,000 grants. They're going through the process of elimination to get down to a narrower amount, a smaller amount that actually has met all of the qualifications. So your goal is to get to all the steps, right? And so you must meet those qualifications or those eligibility questions in order to move forward. And being eligible, all that means is that you are eligible to apply, to submit your application. For those that keep asking me about guarantees, nobody, not me, not any of my peers, not anybody, not any grant writer, not anyone you may hire to apply for a grant on your behalf can guarantee that you will win a grant, that you will be awarded. They can't. And for those of you that see these people out here that saying that they can, they're lying. Okay? Another thing is, if you hire somebody to help you with your application, you must pay on the front end. It is not ethical to roll in any monies into a grant opportunity. People need to be paid on the front. They're providing the service on the front end, and they expect to be paid on the front end for the work that we're doing, right? It is not, the work that they're doing for you is not based on them guaranteeing that you're going to win the grant, because again, no one can guarantee that. No one. What we can do is we can help you increase your chances of being awarded the grant. Okay? And so the more you apply for, the more opportunities and chances you have to get the grant. The more opportunities you have to tweak your application process, to learn from the previous one, to stand out more in your application. I've done that. I started this 2.5 years ago, right? And was winning all those grants under my first business. Now this business is 2 years old. Now I'm at a place where we qualify for more grants. So don't focus on the fact that you don't qualify for a lot of grants right now because you're brand new in business. I didn't qualify for a lot of grants. I leveraged my well-established business to apply for grants. I applied for the ones that I could under the new business, and I just continued to build my business. And then as I got older, which again was so quick, 2 years flew by. Right? 1 year flew by, 2 years flew by, and now we're going into our third year. So more opportunities will open up. Don't focus on what opportunities haven't opened up yet. The question is, are you ready to apply for, to shoot your shot for the grants that are right now open that you qualify for? Okay? So there's pitch competitions, incubators, accelerator programs, grant applications, all of those that are giving out money right now. And many of them have a deadline. So again, use the tools, take your time, don't rush through the process, right? You can make a mistake on one question and then you're out of the running. It's because you failed to take your time and you're rushing through the process. That's again one of the problems that I see a lot with businesses, is that you're rushing through the process. You want to skip over steps. You cannot skip over steps. So please take your time through going through the process. Make sure that you are registered, that you have your EIN, that you have your business bank account. Those are essential. Not that every grant requires that, but more and more. And best believe if they're giving a lot of money, really anything over $1,000, they're going to require you have a business bank account. Go out and get one. If you don't have one, go out and get one today, so then you can qualify for it. You can go start applying for, and then hit that submit button tomorrow on that grant. But are you going to forfeit a grant, like a $25,000 grant, like the one that I reviewed, that the requirement was you have to have a business bank account? Because you just refuse to go get a business bank account, which is super easy to do. Okay, start with where you bank at, and I would highly recommend that you use a bank for your business that is nationally known. Some of you are using these new online banks that don't have the features necessary and authorizations necessary for you to be able to accept, even if you're awarded. You can't even accept the funds, right? Because your bank account is not set up, it's not structured, or it's not the right type of account that would accept large amounts of money, right? Again, because you're operating out of a personal account. So that what happens? They reject it, they shut down your account, and then the grantor said, no, you have one chance. We tried to send it to you, it got rejected, or your account number was wrong, or whatever the case may be. And so you have now forfeited the money. So please make sure that you have your business bank account set up, that you have your EIN numbers, that you have all your documentation in order, that you are registered in the state that you live in, the state that you operate in. These are the qualifications that the majority of grants are asking for. And if you want to qualify for more grants, you will just take that step. So if you're a sole proprietor, operating as a sole proprietor, is just time to take that next step. Okay, so that it will open up a world of opportunities for you, because as the grants that are coming to a close in June, there are more coming open in July. Okay, there are more. There just some that just came out like yesterday that I just found out about. So there's all types of grants. Now, let me point out that there is a video that I did. It is now the grants I'm talking about now, and I'm only going through a few because I cannot name them all on this broadcast. So I'll be naming a few that the deadlines are here. You can go to our Facebook page, you can go to the grant tracker, or go into our membership community where there's additional grants there. But I did a video on state and local grants. And in that video, I highlighted and posted in the comment over 50 grants at the state and local levels that are available. And the value is at least $1 billion. So have you seen that video? When you went to that video, did you go and search your state and your county and your city to see if there was a grant there to apply for? Again, we cannot be leaving all of this money on the table. I mean, there's only so much I can do. I put it out there for you with links and all. Links and everything. All you have to do is go to the link, be eligible, and apply to shoot your shot. Some of these grants at the local level is not even a competition. You just have to apply and meet the qualifications, and you got it, right? So every situation is different. It happens a lot because one of the challenges is there's so many of you all that's not even applying at the local level. So the dollars go unspent. They get reallocated, right? They either give it to the people that apply, and a lot of times there's a lot of money left over, then they reallocate it, or just sitting there, right? So we don't want money to just sit there or be reallocated when so many of us still, we need it, right? In order to grow our businesses. So I would encourage you to go back to that state and local grant video, watch it, the replay, and then go to the comments and see if there's a grant on that list that you can apply for. Those are additional to the ones I'm going to be highlighting today. They have a tomorrow deadline. Okay. I'm trying to give you all the information that you need before I actually go into the grant. Now, for those of you that just want somebody to apply for you, you don't have the capacity, you don't think you have the know-how, which you do, right? I can tell you because we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs, business owners, and nonprofits get grants just with our tools and our trainings. So you can do it. But if you want someone to apply on your behalf, we have referrals that can help you do it. But you have to be ready. Know that there is a fee up front and there will be a rush fee, right? But if you are watching and you want someone to apply on your behalf for these June 30th grants, then let me know in the comments, okay, that's something that you need, and then I will tag our referral partner in here for you. But one of the things, observations she brought back to me with the hundreds of people that she has met with in our community is that many of you all aren't ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. Your business is not ready. Know that when you are hiring someone to do this on your behalf, the work that it takes for them to, and then you're not responsive, right? So you have to be responsive. They're going to ask you for documentation in your business. They can't provide these things. They can't just make it up out of thin air. They're going to ask you for all of the documentation, the same information in the grant that they're going to need to apply on your behalf. So they apply for you, right, to make it easier for you, but you still have to work with them to answer any questions they have, to give them all the information, and then your business or your nonprofit, whatever you have, has to be ready in order to apply for these grants. And she's had to not turn people away, but say, okay, give them a checklist of items to go get right in their business, and then come back to her when they're ready. So guess what? They have continued to forfeit so many grants, and then they don't come back, right? So did they ever get their business ready? Right? We're in going in year 3 of all these grants that just became available in the during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unprecedented times call for unprecedented opportunities that we have never seen before. And we got them in 2020, we got them in 2021, we got them in 2022. And so many of you all missed them in 2020. You missed them in 1. Are we going to miss them in 2022? No. I hope not. And I'm trying to help us not forfeit them in 2022. Okay, so then there's other grants where they're more complex. You may need a grant writer. So just know that we have a partner. She's amazing. Her name is Tracy V. Allen. I'm bringing her on as a special guest next week on July 7th. Please mark your calendars. We're going to get the 411 from an expert grant writer on what it is you need to know when you are pursuing a grant writer and how they can help you get access to even more funds. But what do you need? How much does it typically cost? What is the process? When do you hire a grant writer? So some of you are trying to hire grant writers for a 5-minute application. That does not make sense, okay? And I will tell you, that's why the tools are here. When you can apply for an application that takes 5 or 10 minutes, that is not the best use of a grant writer. So we're going to help you on July 7th, but you need to be in our membership community in order to get access to that. So I'm going to list off some of the grants. Again, you can go over to our Facebook page. You will find a number of grants on the wall. Some of them don't have a June 30th deadline. Again, there's more in the membership program, and there are many on our grant tracker, which is still right now available, but we're considering making it subscription based, again, because you need to have some skin in the game here. There's been 2 years now that we've been offering all of these things for free. All of them for free. But no, it takes work. When you're talking about where are these grants at, and me, out of as busy as I am, I'm the one sacrificing my time on the weekends to make sure I'm not only researching these grants for myself, that I research them for you and make them available for all of you all. But are you applying? Are you taking action on this? Or are you continuing to sit on the sidelines and let these opportunities pass you by, right? When you are saying you need help, you need more help in your business, you need more funding for your business. Well, you can't get it if you don't apply. You have no chance. So we need to be applying for these grants. Okay, so let me read off a few here that are coming up on the deadlines. The Digital Ready. This is a grant. It's a grant program. Partners. It's a partnership with Verizon, and LISC is a nonprofit organization which also gave out many grants to businesses, small businesses during the pandemic. They have a Digital Ready grant. The deadline is tomorrow. What you need to be able to do to apply is that you first have to take at least two classes, two of their courses. So you're going to log in, you're going to take two courses. Some might be like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. Take two, then that would unlock the ability for you to apply for the grant. So they have many rounds. So know that even though there's a deadline, many of these, this is not a permanent deadline. They have cycles, meaning there will be another round sometime in the future. But why wait for that, right? When they're open now, be able to you can shoot your shot now. So that's the Digital Ready grant in partnership with Verizon and LISC. That is a $10,000 grant that is available. There is the Entrepreneurship World Cup pitch. This is the Stella Women's Fast Pitch Grant. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure. I'm looking at my spreadsheet, so let me make sure I have it right. I want to give you the right ones. Okay, 165. Okay, so I said the Digital Ready. Oh, this is the Cartier Women's Initiative grant. This one is up to $100,000. This one is up to $100,000, and the deadline is tomorrow. Now I can tell you, you need to come with your A game, because they asking for a lot of information. They want financials. More and more, they're asking for financials. It's not just due to COVID. They want to know the health of your business, how you're performing in your business. They want to give money to businesses that are growing, that have growth potential. And so they are going to ask you for your money, for your information. So you have to be very transparent with your business. Your business is public information. So know that they're going to ask you for financial documents, including tax returns and other tax forms and other financial statements and bank statements. They're going to ask you to provide. So start getting those items ready right now. So again, that is the Cartier Women's Initiative $100,000 grant that is available right now. That is coming to a close. There is another one. This is the Dell program. So I'm part of this program for women in business, DWEN Dream Tech contest. This is available. This grant is for up to $40,000. This is a tech grant. And so you have until tomorrow to apply. Okay. All these grants are on our grant tracker. You can just go to the grant tracker and find them right now. There are more with deadlines that I may not mention on here that are in the community. So if we go to, this is another one. This grant is the one that I walked through in the training. I went step by step through this grant. It's called the Tito Small Business Grant Program by Tito's Handmade Vodka and the I think it's the Ascension Fund. So this grant is $25,000 grant. $25,000 grant. And so if you're applying, I encourage you all to apply for this grant. Again, go to the website, review all of the requirements that's there. They do have a long list of excluded business industries. Some of those that you would typically see, like tobacco and maybe gambling and others. I know nonprofits are on the exclusion list for this particular grant. So again, it's always important to look at the eligibility and any exclusions that they may have for any particular grant. But again, this is the Tito Small Business Program for $25,000. The deadline is tomorrow. So let's get this grant in for sure. And again, this is the one I did the step-by-step walkthrough of the entire application, giving all types of tips and strategies and the 3 must-have qualifiers for you to get to it. Because if you get through the basic stuff, the basic components of a grant, you're like 50% there. Then you get through the 3 must-have qualifiers, you're like 75% there, right? And then the 25% is just how much you stand out in your application and how much you resonate with the grantor. That's why it's so important to educate yourself on the different grantors that are giving out grants and with the causes they care about and their mission statement, their values. They tell you on the website, right? Like for the Tito grant, they talked about Tito's values, what they appreciate, what they're looking for, the fact that they want to how Tito bootstrapped the business, and how they want to support entrepreneurs and small business owners, and the type of business owners that they're looking for, and the values they like to see. Can you communicate how you represent their values? But not only that, please be careful, because anything that you put on these grant applications, don't think it ends there. And I speak on that in the training. But know that they are looking for you. They're looking at you, seeking more information in the online space. They want to know, how are you showing up online? It's one thing to put it down on paper, right? And say that you've done this and you've gone through that and this and that. But when they look you up online, can they find you? And the values you say you represent on that paper, are they the same values that you're representing when you show up online? And this is to all the people that want to keep their online presence a secret, hidden, and want to say, this is my personal page, I do what I want. You can do what you want, but know that that choice may be the difference between you winning a grant and not winning a grant. And winning a grant and having that grant taken back, especially for nonprofits, right? Because you or representative of your organization failed to show up in such a way that represents the values that you said that your organization or your business has. And I've seen that happen, that they've gotten a grant and they chose to not represent in the values, and that money was snatched right back. It happens. Okay. So know that this is serious. This is not a game. These are people, these are organizations and companies and individuals on a mission that want to help you. And they want to help businesses that are serious about their business, that are making an impact with their products and services on the community. Those that are solving real world problems. Those that really are working towards recovery in their business, recovery from the pandemic, or recovery from any other national disaster. So if they're looking at your application, you just have done nothing, right? You have done nothing in the 2 years of COVID. You have made no money in your business. The question is why? Like, how is that even possible being in the online space? Like, what actions have you actually taken to pivot your business? So I'm telling you this because this is the mind, these are the thought process of the grantors, because I am one, right? So we all have fallen down, and have experienced issues and challenges. But we don't just stay stuck. We don't just stay down. We rise up, right? We're actively working. If you gone to the bottom, great. Okay, now you work your way back up to the top. So what is it that you're doing? Are you working with the community? Are you partnering up? Are you collaborating? What are you doing? So if you're not doing anything, the grants are not for you, because the grants are not to carry your business. They're to help complement your business. They're to serve as growth capital and to help be a financial lifeline, but it's not to serve as the sole income for your business. And so that's why they ask for all your financial statements and want to know what's happening in your business and how active you are, because unfortunately, people lie on applications. They say they've one thing and they're not. They've done this and they haven't. They've made this and they haven't, right? Right? They're saying I made $1 million in revenue. Well, if you made $1 million in revenue, guaranteed they're going to verify that. Just know that ahead of time. So don't waste your time trying to pretend you're somebody you're not, because they want you to show up as the person that you are and be authentic, not trying to pretend you're somebody else. There's a lot of that, right? We don't think we're good enough, so we want to emulate other people. Well, they want all of your challenges and all, right, and your successes, and they just want you to show up as the person, you're the authentic person you are with the chat. Talk about your personal challenges, your personal successes, your personal story. That is what's going to resonate with the granters. There's no magic trick to this, right? There's no person you have to emulate. You just have to show up and share your story. So whether it's you writing or you showing up on video, you submitting a pitch deck that may be required, all of that should speak to you and what you're doing and how it is you're making an impact. Okay. So there's a couple more I want to go over. Give me just a second. So I told you about Tito's. There's one called Capitus Building Resilience Business Grant. This is a grant that's also $100,000 or up to $100,000, and the deadline is June 30th. Okay. Now, there are also the Cycle for Giving Joy micro grants. Many of you all applied for this one. This Giving Joy micro grants of $500. That deadline is June 30th as well. And there's a few more, but those are the ones that are on my list. And there are more that are in the tribe as well. But I mean, those are a lot. But go to the tracker. There are many, many, many more there that I can't list all on here. And if you go back to my latest video, we do grant videos just about every single week. Go back to those videos and you will see the grants that I mentioned there. So we mention grants all the time. That's how many that there are, because it's so many. I would take up this entire broadcast. I would be here all day talking about it if we were to do that. Okay. So I'm going to look through here. Wow, you guys have a lot of comments out here. So again, are you all ready? Do you accept the challenge? Are you going to apply for at least 5 grants by tomorrow? Deadline. Yes, I see. Yes, I see a lot of acceptance. You got to shoot your shot. Thank you so much. Just giving a shout out real quickly to Shar. Thank you so much for your super chat. And she says, I was just thinking about submitting a grant and was intimidated. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you said that, because a couple weeks ago on my Facebook page, I put out the question, are you intimidated by $1 million grant? That's scary. So I understand that the process is scary. For many of you all out there, you're just like, you never knew that this was even possible. That's why most of you all think these things are a scam, right? And there's some scams out there, but everything that we present is always vetted. You can guarantee that, okay? And we're applying for them, and we've been applying for them, right? So, but it can be intimidating, and the more money. And I said, is $1 million? You tell me, is hearing about $1 million grant, does that intimidate you? Does that scare you? And if it scares you, that's great, because if we're not dreaming, what is a tall tale sign that you're not dreaming big enough is that your dreams don't scare you. That you're not asking big enough is because that ask does not scare you, right? That can tell you right there that you're not asking big enough, you're not dreaming big enough, and you're not living big enough. Because many of these grantors that you go after, you're asking them for little money, right? $500 from a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And then they come back to you and they're like, wait a minute, are you serious? Because the smallest amount of money that we give is $100,000. And you going trying to ask for $500, okay? And then we get like scared. And I remember when I did this grant, the Black Ambition, it closed like a few days ago. And I missed the deadline. And I said, I missed it last year. I didn't miss it. I let it pass. And I was applying for other grants. I said, okay, I let that one pass, but I said, I'm going to apply this year. And so it was on my list and I was monitoring it. And then I think before the deadline passed, it was almost the deadline. I was like, I'm going to apply. And then they issued an email and said, we're going to extend it. The only reason they would have said that they extended it is because they didn't get enough applicants. And that told me that there were so many potential applicants that were intimidated by the $1 million or intimidated by the process of the questions and the documents they would have to provide, that they did not submit the application. But guess what? That opens it up for those that will. Know that these are competitive. You have to come with your A game. But I was even thinking to myself, I'm like, this is scary. I'm like, but $1 million, oh my God, like what would I do with $1 million if they chose me? And then I'm like, I'm going to get this $1 million. Like, there is so much that my team is doing that we need this $1 million, because it's not going to just go to She Boss Talk. Any monies, any opportunities we get, guess what? We're impacting you. That money is going towards helping you that we serve. And those are the people, those are the businesses, those are the organizations that they're giving the money to. That the money is going beyond you, and that it's going to make an even more massive impact. So that $1 million is actually going to have $100 million impact on a community, right? That is what they're looking for. And it was scary. And when they extended it, I was like, God, that's you telling me that I need to get on this and make it a priority to do it. And so I just made a priority to do it. I set aside one day to get that application done, make sure I pulled everything together, which I already have. But they asked for different statements. They had like 5 or 6 statements that I had to go back in, and some. The good thing is that I have my business plan. I have a pitch deck, because I was accepted into a program with the London Business School. And these were some of the deliverables I said that I wanted to be outcomes out of that. So the questions they asked me, I was ready for. I already had them, because we did our market research. We went through all this. They will ask you about your market and your competitors and your competitive advantage. Do you know that? Right? Do you know the answers to those questions? And so I was so happy that we had already gone through this process, and I had the documents, and then they may want you to share your business plan or your pitch deck, and we had it. So I was just so excited about that. And then one of my peers, she's applying for the same grant, and we were talking back and forth, and I was asking her questions, and she was not hesitant to answer, and I'm not hesitant to answer her. Because we're supporting each other to get it, because we both want each other to get this grant, because there's more than one that is available. And just see the impact that is going to be made, the community that she serves. And I'm in it, by the way, and she's doing amazing work. And so just imagine 2 great people that's on a mission that get access to this money, how much it's going to help the community. So, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm just so excited. I'm excited for you all. So what I want you to do is come back to this video, share the grant that you applied for. Again, the target is 5. If you want to do more, go do more. You all are making big goals just like me. One of my peers, Tamara, she made it a priority to apply for 1 grant a day. And I think Nicole, I think hers was even a more aggressive goal. That tells you that how many grants are out here that you can apply for a grant a day, right? And so those are some aggressive goals, and they're making it happen. It's as simple as making a decision. That's it. Making a decision and committing, making it a priority to get money. I'm going into 3 years of getting free money a priority in my business, right? Yes, I have loans. Yes, I have a line of credit, but there's nothing like being able to get access to a grant, and then finding out that you're a winner. I don't care what the size of it is. And then you're like, okay, I got this one. Now I can go do it again, and I can do it again and again. And it just builds that momentum. It just builds your confidence to go out and do it again. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you lose one, you leverage that to go apply for the next one. Use those lessons learned to apply for the next one and the next one and the next one. We don't give up on the process. Understand all this. Being an entrepreneur is a process. Applying for grants, applying to get in accelerated programs is a process. There's one right now by Snapchat for content creators. I told you billions of dollars are being given to content creators. Y'all content creators, you on social media, accept that you're a content creator, make a decision, get committed, and then go get this money that is available. They're opening up all these programs. So they have a program. I think I applied last year. Okay, I didn't get it. I'm applying this year. Okay, I applied twice for LinkedIn. LinkedIn opened up an accelerator program for creators. And I mean, with these programs, they're not just giving you $10,000. They're giving you $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month as long as you're in the program. And I think these programs are like 6 months. You just do the calculation, right? Get your smartphones out, do the calculation. That's huge money, big money to help for them to help you to become a better content creator, right? So, okay, yeah, I didn't get it, but I am on a path that I'm going to get one of these content creator grants, and I've already been accepted into the YouTube program, and I'm going after another YouTube grant creator program from YouTube. So there are all of these opportunities that are out there. So don't give up if you don't get one. Just get ready, get positioned to go after as many as you can. And so I have like 10 right now that are pending, at least 10 more that I need to apply for, probably 3 more I need to apply for by tomorrow's deadline. So I've just carved out space for that. So as you all come back and share your grants, which ones you apply for, I will come back and share the same thing. Okay. So let me just see who's out there. Exactly. Nobody can guarantee. Thank you. I mean, I'm glad some of you are let them know, because, sometimes I say it, but people, they think, somebody else is telling them otherwise, or it's a lot of misinformation out here. But value people's time the way you want people to value your time. Your time is valuable. My time is valuable. My partner's time is valuable. Anybody that you hire to help you in any capacity, time is valuable. What they're doing is expediting your success. What you can't do, aren't willing to do, don't have time to do, they've done the work. They've done the research. They've gotten the education. They put in the work to help you be successful. So respect it, right? Just like you want people to respect your products and services, right? And your time, we just have to do that for each other. And Kennard said he applied for the LISC grant. There are so many grants. How do you apply for the Don Julio? I believe the Don Julio grant, that is on our grant tracker. Again, a lot of you all ask me how to apply. The best thing that I can tell you is go to our resources. Get the cheat sheet, get the Masterclass. If you only have the budget to get the class that I just taught, that walks you step by step through the entire grant process, go get that. That's the answer. If you want to know how to apply for grants, other than going to the website and reading, you want to do that too. But if you are new to this process, you need help. We have tools. Go grab the tools. They're automatic downloads. So once you purchase it, you get it automatically downloaded. There's a download button, download it. Highly recommend you download from your computer and not your phone, because some of you all are not technically savvy. You don't know how to manage your phone and downloads. Download it to your computer and then upload it to a cloud drive, like a OneDrive, Google Drive. Because some of you all download things, then you don't save them anywhere. You don't go back to check. You losing them. And if you lose them, we cannot give them to you for free. We don't even have the capacity to do that, right? And we have to be accountable. We are CEOs and bosses, then we have to accept that accountability, right? So if you purchase tools, you have to be responsible for getting those tools and making sure you put them in a place, in a safe place that you can access, right? So you can use these tools, whether you want to do it online or you one of those that want to print down the checklist and write on it. You could do whatever you want to do. The downloads are available immediately upon purchase. And if you don't see it, the next thing you need to do is check not only your inbox, but check your spam folders. So many of you all still don't do that. And you contact me and where is it? Where is it? And you're wondering why you haven't gotten a grant or you haven't heard anything about the grant that you applied for, is because it landed in your spam folder and you didn't check it, right? So your spam folder and a promotional folder, depending on who your email provider is your responsibility to check your settings and to know where your mail is possibly going. And the many of you all that just are set on ignoring your spam, I'm telling you, you're missing out on so many opportunities. So many notifications hit my spam folder for one reason or another. So it's just my responsibility to check every single day. Every single day, I check my spam folder and guarantee there's something there that's important that I need to tend to. Okay? And I've been saying this for the last 2.5 years. And people still miss out on grants because they just fail to look at their emails and review their emails. Okay? So these are important things. Again, they seem so simple. And you're like, oh, this can't be why I'm not getting grants. I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you it is. Okay? All right. Please double check your banks. They must allow for wire transfers. Rarely do grantors issue you a check. Some do, but 99.9% of them do not. They will issue you a wire transfer, what they call an ACH debit. And if your account will not accept that, you need to get another account. Also, check that the amount of the wire transfer. Let your bank know what could be possibly coming. Let them know you apply for a program, you apply for a grant, and you may potentially be getting $50,000 or $100,000. So they're on alert. So they don't. It's not a surprise to them, and they throw it. Then it becomes a fraud alert because you didn't notify them. Call them and notify them. Okay. Oh, awesome. Oh, someone just subscribed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And download it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so definitely make sure that you're using the tools that we have out here. Someone saw the Cartier this morning. So I'll make sure I drop some additional resources. I'll go back again, drop all those state and local grants in this video. It'll take me time to do it, but they will be there in the next few hours. Okay, I just want to make sure. Someone is talking about the digital ready is a start to target. I mean, there are so many grants. Amazon, I think theirs is open. They have theirs in cycle. They have like a black accelerator program. eBay has a program. Etsy has a program. If you're on any of these platforms, most likely they have a program. Okay. The National Association for Self-Employed, they have a program. I mean, there's so many opportunities out here, you guys. And so I will be on tomorrow talking about a federal grant program that is huge. One of our tribe members asked about this. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to do a special video on this federal program that many of you all don't know about. And I talked about the Community Navigator program that was initiated last year by the SBA. They put out grants for organizations to become navigators. And so they also had a program where they have partners to help business owners and entrepreneurs get access to this federal grant program. So I will be talking about that tomorrow at 1:00. So be there. And if you missed the live, our replays are available 24/7, 365 days a year. So don't worry about it. Just go back and catch the replay. You can always go to our video playlist and check out those videos. How do you get into the membership group? Just go to our YouTube page. If you're on our channel, you will see a join button. If you want to join on Facebook, then go to our Facebook page at She Boss Talk. And again, there's a subscribe button. Just hit subscribe, and it will tell you the list of benefits, and you can get access to the group that way. Okay, so I hope that helps. At She Boss Talk. Either way, you will be in the tribe. Okay, what program are you using to locate grants? There's so many programs that I use. There's no warehouse that I use. Go get the training, and I give all that information out, right? I do research. I'm on lists. And because I do research, Google knows the research that I'm doing, that I'm actively always looking for grants. So guess what? They put grants in front of me. So if you want to know more about grants, start asking for more grants, start searching for more grants, and you will start to see that they will start to come up. Then I have people in our community. Shout out to all those that rarely do I miss a grant, but I don't, there's so many. I know there's grants that I don't learn about until late. They will send me grants. That's what being part of a community, being part of a tribe is all about, is that we're working together to make sure we get everything that we need, the support we need to overcome challenges, the support we need when we're winning, when we're on top, to help for each other to be celebrating us, for us to be collaborating together, sharing resources, information. That's why we are here. That's why we started the She Boss Tribe community, because that's what we're doing. We're going to the top, but we're doing it together. We're winning, and we're winning together. We're building wealth, and we're building wealth together. We're not leaving people behind. We're not leaving businesses behind, right? So if you want to get on this train, get on the train, because it's moving, right? And we're not slowing down. You got to get on. If you want to get on the train, now is the time to get on, because we're making it happen. And then everybody in our community, everybody has a gift. Everybody has some zone of genius. Somebody's good at investing. Somebody's good at contracting. Somebody else is good at grants, right? So somebody else is good at sales. I'm good at marketing. So we have all of these things collectively together to help each other win. So guess what? Then there is no struggle. There is no struggle. There is no reason to struggle in a community that's providing so much knowledge, so much strategy, and so much resources for free, by the way. For free, for free, for free. Okay, without even purchasing anything that we offer, for free, watching our videos, getting engaged with our content. You can take the strategies that we use to make money in our business, to build wealth, to collaborate and partner. You can, to go get grants, to go get contracts. You can go do the same thing as we're doing. And so that's why we are here, so that we can win together. So with that said, I'm going to close out. I'm going to go apply for my grants, apply for yours. Let us know which ones you're applying for. Let us know. Come back when you win a grant, when you're a finalist. You all send them to us. Send us your testimonial so we can share, celebrate, and congratulate you all, because let's get some of this multi-billion dollars that is available to us. Is for the taking. Let's go get it. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact. Continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a wonderful day.